Hi, I'm Claire. You can find me at clairemckinnon.com. And this is a short video on the factors I see at play in this journey from our leadership careers feeling all consuming to feeling more joyful, authentic, and having us feel like we can have more of an impact on the things we most care about. That's the journey that I support leaders make. I do that through my work as a coach and leadership trainer. And there are three factors that I see that need to be in place for this journey to happen. And if what I share today resonates, do come over and check out my website. I'm offering a workshop at no charge at the moment. It's called the Inside Out Development Plan. I go into this in more detail, and the session's designed to help you create a development plan that really inspires you based on this philosophy that I'm going to give a very tiny taste of today. So I'm just going to kind of helicopter out. This is like the 30,000 foot view, my very high-tech triangle here, this pyramid. At the top, this is the destination. This is this feeling of joy and ease in our leadership careers. And these are the three factors I think need to be in place to create that. I'm going to talk through each of them very briefly today. Inside out confidence, meaningful work, and quality of life. So I'm going to take the base first. Now, inside out confidence. What I don't mean by that is fake it till you make it, coming across confident, working on the stuff on the outside that creates a perception of someone being confident. I believe this is an inside job. I'm talking about creating a kind of ease in your own skin, that kind of confidence that oozes from the inside out into everything that you do. It's a complex area. This is where my work focuses. This is essentially about looking at the inner dialogue you are in with yourself. I'm sure you're very familiar with your inner critic. It gets called different things. That's just one part of your inner dialogue. But in the corporate world, the truth is that most interventions focus on outer stuff, on skills and knowledge, and there is actually very little support available to do this deeper work, this deeper dive into how am I relating to myself. And it's usually reserved for the most senior people. Sometimes it's part of talent programs. You might get little pieces of it here and there in courses and things that you're offered. But in terms of hands-on support, doing that kind of inner work, which does take time, it's called work for a reason, it's not available to most people. And without doing it, that's when work can feel all-consuming. It really does affect our experience of everything. And it's at the base because if we don't do that, it can be hard to find the meaningful work as well. I'm just going to come on to that now. And what I mean by that is, you can move jobs, you can go into move what you think is your dream job. But if you don't look within and don't look at that dialogue you're in with yourself, look at how you're holding yourself back, some of the beliefs and limiting assumptions that you hold, and seek to kind of recalibrate some of that, it's going to pop up eventually. And we're talking about survival instincts. They're very strong. They are going to pop back up. I worked for a large financial services organisation for the first 12 years of my career, and towards the end of that, I'd had enough, and I was looking for more meaning. I wanted to do work that I could really get excited about, and financial services wasn't it for me. And I went to work for a lovely non-profit, but it only took a couple of months for my kind of ingrained habits of thinking to kick in, and actually it didn't end up feeling that much different from working at the bank. So that's why that foundational work is really important. And finally, quality of life beyond work, of course. And again, we've all made New Year's resolutions about going to the gym more or spending more time with certain people. But it's the reason that they don't work most of the time is that we haven't actually taken a look at what are the hidden pieces here that are holding us back from creating these changes we we want, but we can't quite create. And you know, all the leaders that I work with are all busy. It always feels like they don't have enough time for the things they really want outside of their life. But actually, that's not what's stopping them. It's usually something deeper. And that's why I always start at the base of that pyramid, because it helps them create these changes in that part of their life as well. So there's much more I could say about this. This is just a little snapshot. Like I said, this base is really important. It affects everything. It affects how we lead, it affects all our working relationships, and not only that, it affects our ability to know what meaningful work is for us, move into it, and also it affects our life outside of work. So that's why I think a pyramid is it's an imperfect representation, but it's quite a useful one. And if you are interested in going into this a bit more with me, do check out my website. You can book on to come to one of the workshops I'm running in November and December. I'm also opening up a group coaching program based on this philosophy. It's called the Inside Out Leader, and all the details are on my site about that as well. And yeah, I hope to see you really soon.